Next contest on All Pro Championship Wrestling is a tag team attraction set for one fall. Introducing first, the team of the Inhuman Fly and Eric Adams. And their opponents, accompanied by Nightmare Ken Wayne, the team of Steve Masters and McNasty. All right, referee now trying to separate both teams. Says ring the bell, here we go. Tag team action. Great tag team action here this week on All Pro Championship Wrestling. McNasty and Steve Masters teaming up against the Inhuman Fly and Eric Adams. And we've seen this Inhuman Fly, a very unorthodox individual to say the least, but seems this week he is decided to pick a partner, and he's picked Eric Adams, a man that comes very well recommended from wrestling promoters in the Northeast section of the country. He's made a name for himself up in New York and New Jersey in several wrestling promotions. He's also wrestled some in Eastern Tennessee, and now he's here in the big time, All Pro Championship Wrestling. And, well, should be interested to see what kind of style he has to mix with the style of the Inhuman Fly, who is actually outsmarting his opponents right now. Nightmare Ken Wayne sits at ringside. Destiny awaits him later tonight. Television main event. Loser will receive 10 lashes while they're handcuffed to the turnbuckle when Ken Wayne takes on JC Ice. Now here's Steve Masters, a man who we saw him align himself with Ken Wayne. Ken Wayne has a lot of dirty tricks, a lot of tricks up his sleeve, so to speak, a lot of people he can bring out of his bag of tricks to help him out. We've seen he's been assisted by Mr. Hughes in the past. He's been assisted, of course, as always, by McNasty. It looks like we're going to see a lot more of this man, Steve Masters, as well, who is just, well, oh my gosh, he was outsmarted again by the Inhuman Fly, and I think he was surprised by that. This Inhuman Fly, while he's not the biggest man in the fight, he's bringing a lot of high-impact maneuvers. And Steve Masters and McNasty are trying to regroup. Ken Wayne sticking his 2 cents in there. Should be interesting to see. I wish I had a microphone over there to get that conversation. What an announcement, though, moments ago by Mississippi State Athletic Wrestling Commissioner, Mr. Sammy Hall, that Saturday night, December the 18th. Mark your calendars. I cannot think of any better Christmas gift than a ticket to the All Pro Arena on Saturday, December 18th, when beautiful Bobby, Loverboy Dennis, the Midnight Express take on Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton, the Rock and Roll Express. And I think McNasty caught a shot to the nose. He may have broken that nose. Hey, this is not a child's play right here. It's a family environment. Bring all your young kids, but don't try this at home. These are trained professionals. Do not try this at home. Steve Masters down there. Outsmarted. Nice deep arm drag and twist by this Inhuman Fly. I think right now that McNasty didn't bring a big enough fly swatter for the Inhuman Fly. Here comes Eric Adams. Like I said, Eric Adams comes well recommended from northeast part of the country, wrestled in New York at several wrestling organizations as well as New Jersey. But of course, like I said, this is the big time. This is All Pro Championship Wrestling. This is where you prove your worth. Eric Adams now cinching in on his hold, working over Steve Masters, a man that calls himself, I believe, the Master of Pain. Tags out to the Inhuman Fly. Scoop now and a slam. Boom by Eric Adams. Here comes the Inhuman Fly. Double team maneuver coming up. Cinches him in now. And drops and leg drop across Steve Masters. We could have an upset 1-2. And a 2 count only. It's interesting to take a look at McNasty and Steve Masters as a team. And it's also interesting to know that they each have individual situations that they need to settle. McNasty and, of course, Big Don Brody. These two men have gone back and forth, and next week we're going to see these men inside a steel cage. More on that later on. And, of course, Steve Masters, his situation with Bill Dundee is getting very intense as well, so it should be interesting to see just exactly how those two situations pan out between McNasty and Big Don Brody and Steve Masters and superstar Bill Dundee. Scoop and a power slam by McNasty. 1-2. 2 count only. Eric Adams now trying to get his partner, McNasty. Excuse me, he's trying to get his partner to take out McNasty. I beg your pardon. Slips up under, tags out to Eric Adams. Here he comes. Big time clothesline, and a second one on Steve Masters. Eric Adams is fired up, just like this crowd is here at the All-Pro Arena. Irish whip now. Big hip toss. Tags back in the Inhuman Fly. Oh, look out, Steve Masters just nailed. He just nailed Eric Adams. Drop kicks galore by the Inhuman Fly. Swinging wildly on McNasty. Look out, double team situation coming up. McNasty has him cinched up. Look at this. Oh no, this could be the doomsday device right here. All the way up, Steve Masters clothesline. He could have decapitated him. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the team of Steve Masters and McNasty.